96.7 KCAL rocks. Let's talk our sports. It's Thursday, so we got to talk to our guy. What's going on, Pep?
Guys, we have been so deep into the NFL and talking football each and every week, and for good reason, right? Everyone says football is king, right? Everyone's talking about football in the NFL. But, dude, we're in the NBA season, and the Lakers are trying to hold down the ship right now with LeBron James injured. It's an abdominal strain. And they're doing okay. In fact, they got a big overtime win against a very good Miami Heat team last night, 120-117. And Russell Westbrook, who actually hasn't been that great so far this season, but he was pretty darn good last night. 25 points, 14 assists, 12 rebounds. The old Russell Westbrook just pumping out these triple doubles. Big game for him last night. So maybe he feels the pressure, guys, of having to step up with LeBron sidelined right now.
I think maybe they found a way to actually use him and don't have him and LeBron on the court at the same time because he throws everything off. He's such a ball hog. It looks like he's good when LeBron is not in the game.
He definitely wants his triple doubles, and he does not seem to care if it costs a win or not.
He's a ball stopper, and I know he got his triple double and all that stuff, and supposedly that's good, Russell Westbrook, but does that come at the cost of the team?
Now, he's never won a championship, but he has got a lot of triple doubles.
Will he be able to pull it off? Can LeBron pull this off?
And that's his MO, right? Like, that's Russell Westbrook. He's going to stuff his stats. Like, his numbers are going to be incredible. You're going to be like, whoa, dude, this guy had a great game. But does he make the team better? Like, say what you want about LeBron, but he's a team player. He can distribute. Like, he makes the guys around him better. And I think that's what the great ones do. When you put Russell Westbrook on the floor with Anthony Davis and LeBron and Carmelo Anthony, again, these guys know how to play team basketball. And I think you guys, one of you said, he kind of stops the offense. Well, it kind of stops with Russell Westbrook. So how's this going to work? I don't know. But right now, they are staying afloat, the Lakers.
40 and I have a saying, and that is when you're the All-Star Game MVP, it's for the guy who just can't help it.
Right. That is Russell Westbrook for sure.
Dude, and they're at every level, not just the NBA. You could go to, AYSO soccer. Oh, that kid's a ball hog. He always just wants to shoot. It's everywhere. So it's from little kids, it's to the pros in the NBA making millions of dollars. But Russell Westbrook, give him some credit. He did have a big game last night to help the Lakers win in overtime against Miami. And we still don't know when LeBron's coming back. So Russell Westbrook's probably thinking, okay, well, I'm going to do this every night. If LeBron's not back, I'm going to make sure I'm going to stuff my stats.
Help out.
They need those wins, sitting at 7-5 right now, 7th place in the West. They could definitely use some more wins.
That's what I'm saying. Stay afloat. Anthony Davis is back. You got Russell Westbrook. Just stay in the top 6-7 teams in the Western Conference. Get LeBron back, and then you guys got to figure it out. You got to figure out how to play all together on the floor at once before the playoffs, which, again, we've got a lot of basketball to go. So I've got faith in the Lakers that they'll figure this thing out still throughout the regular season. Guys, as we go to the NFL, 40, I feel bad. On Monday, I should have gave a shout-out to Cameron Bynum, the pride of Centennial High School. He got his first NFL start for the Vikings last weekend. And not only did he get his first NFL start, but he also got his first interception as he picked off Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. And now the Vikings come to Southern California to take on the LA Chargers. And 40, I'm hoping we'll see more of the former Centennial High School star, Cameron Bynum.
I mean, that's got to be right what you want, right? Getting the first interception you get in the NFL right before you come back to your hometown to play the hometown Chargers. He's got to be feeling great right about now.
Against a huge star in the NFL. Totally awesome.
I know, right? If you're going to get your first pick, might as well be against, Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. And now this Vikings team, if you're a Chargers fan, this Vikings team is dangerous because they're desperate, right? We thought the Vikings were going to be pretty good this year, and they've kind of just stumbled around a little bit. They're desperate. They desperately need a win to stay in the hunt. And I guess you could say maybe the Chargers do as well because the AFC West, we've talked about it time and time again, the AFC West is going to be tough and it's going to be crowded at the top.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, AFC West, they're all sitting there with 5 wins, so they all need to keep winning if they want to stay atop, especially with the thought that KC can turn it around at any given moment, which we have not seen yet.
No, we haven't.
And that's the big wild card, right? The Chiefs are going to play the Raiders on Sunday Night Football, and we keep saying, the Chiefs will be fine. They're going to flip that switch. The offense will get going. They'll be unstoppable once again, but we're still waiting for it. And I don't know if the Raiders win on Sunday night, maybe they're not going to flip the switch.
I mean, we keep waiting to flip the switch. The season's going to be over. We're already week 10 right now. We're pretty far into this thing.
I think you find out you can't always flip the switch.
Right.
Football's hard, man. And like even the bad NFL teams, ask the Buffalo Bills, even the bad NFL teams like the Jaguars can, rise up and bite you one weekend, right? So, I mean, even the bad NFL teams are still pretty darn good. And to be great in the NFL season after season after season, it's tough. And the Chiefs are finding out. I don't know what's going on with the offense, why they all of a sudden can't score points. But we're still waiting. We're still, on pause when they're going to flip that switch and go back to that old Chiefs mode.
It seems as long as you're not chasing Patrick Mahomes and you make him have to make decisions throwing, that's where you might have some issues, especially if you can get pressure on him with just 4 down linemen.
Yeah, it looks like they figured out for now if you give him enough rope, he'll hang himself.
Right.
Yeah. And maybe it took a couple seasons for NFL defenses to figure out Patrick Mahomes, and maybe that's where we're at now.
Maybe.
The other game I wanted to touch on, Patrick, are we going to see Aaron Rodgers versus Russell Wilson? It's looking that way as the Packers are going to play the Seahawks.
I would say without a doubt, there's no way they want to put Jordan Love on the field again.
No.
Right. I mean, we know Russell Westbrook is coming back. I think we have to wait till Saturday to officially find out about Aaron Rodgers. My question is will we get Odell Beckham Jr. in this game for either side?
Yeah, who is he going to land on? Will that that probably will be settled by then? It seems like maybe it will.
I believe you said yesterday his decision was going to take a couple days. He's not rushing it. And I saw this morning that maybe the Kansas City Chiefs are now his number 1 landing spot instead of Green Bay, which offered him the veteran minimum.
So we got a little OBJ watch going on there. But Aaron Rodgers is going to play for sure. He's a gnarly veteran. He knows the playbook. He's not going to skip a beat.
Yeah, you know what? He hasn't practiced whatever that it is, 10-day quarantine. He hasn't practiced, but dude, this guy knows the offense like the back of his hand. He's probably working out on his own. If he gets cleared on Saturday, he'll be in uniform Sunday, and he's going to give the Seahawks all they can handle. And Russell Wilson should be back too, right? So it should be a good game.
And he's only been out, a week and a half or whatever. Russell's been gone for a month. So, yeah. I mean, he may have a little more rust issues.
And it is, Seattle having to travel to Green Bay, too.
Which I don't think Russell's ever won in Green Bay. The only advantage is he went to college at Wisconsin.
So homecoming for him in Wisconsin, right?
He plays well there, but we don't end up – it's always a good game, and it's always really tight, but normally we come out of there with an L.
Yeah, you're right. It's always a good game, but like the Seahawks losing in Green Bay, a lot of teams lose in Green Bay. That's a tough place to play, especially as we get deeper into the season. It gets colder. Teams don't want to go up there. The Packers love that, the frozen tundra, as they call it. It's a tough place to play, but that's one of the games I want to see this weekend, Seattle and Green Bay. That one should be a lot of fun. Guys, real quick, I did one college football thing. So USC was supposed to play Cal. That game was canceled because of COVID on the Cal side. But it looks like they're going to try to reschedule and play December 4th. But I bring it up because now that gives USC an extra week to prepare for UCLA the following week. It's Trojans and Bruins next Saturday. UCLA's got Colorado this week, but USC now has an extra week to game plan and win this huge rivalry game with UCLA.
How much will that help them out?
Is it a slap to the face, though, for USC in that they're saying, look, you can make this game up after the Pac-12 championship, which obviously you are not going to be in.
Pretty much. It's kind of a shot to the grapes, really.
Right.
Yeah. It looks like on the outside at least that it's not going to be a meaningful game, but it might be the difference between USC being bowl eligible or not. Maybe that's why they still want to get it in there because they might be able to get to a postseason bowl game, the Beef O'Brady's Bowl or the International Bowl or some random bowl game. But maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's why they want to sneak it in there.
Could also be a good opportunity for young players to shine. We were kind of talking about that yesterday.
Absolutely. It's like preseason in the NFL. That's your chance.
Yeah, it is your chance. And finally, guys, a week from today, we're going to hear the National League and American League MVP in the AL, Shohei Ohtani, one of the 3 finalists. Give a shout-out to our Angels guy, Shohei Ohtani, a finalist for AL MVP.
There is no way he does not win this award. If he does not win this award, there is definitely something wrong.
I think I'd give up on baseball forever at that point.
Look out. We've never seen anything like it. You have that is what you call an MVP when you're a pitcher like that and a hitter like that. It's unreal.
Yeah, it should be unanimous. I'm with 40. If he doesn't get it, I'm giving up baseball. I'm done.
So,
ooh, I like that. Pep's on my side here.
Maybe that's a little too over dramatic. Maybe I won't, but he should get it. He should get it.
Don't watch it back now, Pep.
If he doesn't get it, that is just straight hate. That's straight hate, dude.
Yeah, you're right. Babe Ruth was the last guy to do something even similar to this. So, yeah, he should be the MVP. We'll find out next week.
Nice.
Pep, tell them how to get your stuff.
Hey, it's Inland Sports. You can check us out all over social media. We got the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Shout out Cameron Bynum. You can check that out as well on Inland Sports, the Minnesota Viking from Centennial.
Thanks, Pep.